All right, so we are literally on the eve right now of the 3rd anniversary of Dragon Ball Legends, which, by the way, I made the video of this like not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, but like it just feels weird to think about Legends being 3 years old. Like I still see it as like a new Dragon Ball mobile game, but 3 years, it's not that new anymore, you know what I mean? But today I wanted to talk about the anniversary while also hopping in on this banner, because this banner is so worth. It isn't worth, and it is worth. You know what I mean? Because the simple fact that it is so cheap in terms of just overall Chrono Crystals spent, while also getting back things like, you know, Z power towards a Legends limited character. The fact that for 3,000 Chrono Crystals, I have the chance of getting obviously additionals in all of these, which I can still use additionals in all of the Legends limited characters, as well as a few of the other just kind of random ones here and there that have obviously super low rates because there's a bajillion sparkings on this. But the real reason I'm hopping in for this is literally for the actual like Z power that I can add to potentially 3rd anniversary characters, right? Like that's kind of the whole reason for it. And the total cap of this, if I'm not mistaken from the last time I did it, is 3,000 CC. So for 3,000 CC to do all those things and get... Oh. My dog is barking, 1 sec. That totally got me off my entire flow. But all I was trying to say is that I think that at least for me, who someone's going to be definitely trying to go for probably what I still think is multiple Legends limited characters, I want to go ahead and have this. So let's talk about that. So more than likely the thumbnail is by Kyrkis, shout out to him. And it is what I think for sure, if you guys have been keeping up with the social media for Legends, it definitely looks like we're getting a new Zamasu, probably like a deformed merged Zamasu. So it's at least a little different from last year's, right? And then I think he's probably gonna be the LF. And then also, of course, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We've all pretty much known it's building to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at this point. In my video I made a little over a month ago, the 3 characters I called out that I thought were the possibility of a dual LF for the 3rd anniversary, because I felt like dual LF just made the most sense. It seemed like just the most shoe-in thing ever, because the fact that they did it for Gogeta and Broly at New Year's, why would they then not do it for the anniversary of the game? So if I am proven wrong by the live stream very, very soon, right? It's at, what is it, 4 a.m. UTC. So not too far from now. If I'm proven wrong and it is not actually a dual LF, I will be severely surprised, like for real. So what I made the assumption or made the guess of about a month ago was obviously Gogeta. That just seemed... At this point, if they weren't doing Gogeta, they were trolling us, is what I said several times in that video, and I still stand by that. So Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then the second one I said, because I feel like it could go one of two ways, either future or TOP, because I did assume it would be a Dragon Ball Super character, because they would balance it with like a GT LF and a Super LF. And obviously the 2 ways that it seemed like they were pushing were we were getting a lot of TOP Saga units and a lot of future Saga units. So the LF could easily either be probably a Zamasu, because I doubt they would do another Vegito Blue this quick. I do think we'll obviously get another LF Vegito Blue at some point, but not yet. I actually don't even know. Actually, no, I do know. They've not done anything with like his sword yet. They could still easily do an LF with the sword, which I'm sure was absolutely on purpose, right? So presumably we will get him at some point. But the 2 that I said were Jiren, because I definitely think they're saving Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta and UI Goku for like some other time, right? Like those are 2 massive trump cards that you don't drop at the same time as a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But to me, it does make sense to drop like a Zamasu or a full power Jiren right now. But now that we've seen the Twitter posts, it's definitely a Zamasu, or there is at least a Zamasu coming with this, I think. Because just based off of that sort of like preview, it definitely and 100% looks like merged. So there's that. Now there will obviously also be 4 accompanying units, or should be. There should be the new LF. Each LF will have its own banner, and then they will go ahead and put in 2 additional SPs, which with each of those. So we're actually looking at 6 totally brand new like sparkings, which is crazy. Like it's so many new units, but you know, it's an anniversary, so it is what it is. And honestly, the build-in right now into the anniversary, giving out these free Gokus, while they aren't, none of them are like obviously the defining unit of any of like their sort of like teams that you'd run them on, but they are all really good still. And the fact that they're free. Another thing too is like they're not this like insane skip ticket grind. And I love that that's the case, like not the case for these. Like I love that it's just like you hop in and you get it. Like getting 1,000 of the Z power at once is like, when I saw that, I was like, I had to like do a double take. I was like, hang on, they're giving me a what? You know what I mean? Like I was like, hang on. So like that's so dope to me. So I think definitely with them dropping those free sparkings building up to the actual release of the anniversary, which presumably the banners will go live, I'm sure, really early on like the 31st, is if it stays in line with what happened last year. We'll have all the details obviously from the live stream. And so I just want to use this time to talk about it just briefly. Obviously, again, like I said, I think it's dual F, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, LF Merge Zamasu. If that does not happen, I will be so insanely surprised. And then the other Twitter preview with the guy with like the 6 balls around him, a lot of people made a really good argument for that probably being a new Omega Shenron, because it would make sense that if Omega was in the center of it, and then essentially he absorbed those, or Sin was in the center and absorbed those to become Omega. That makes sense to me. So I'm like, okay, I kind of get that. And then also just to truly define out the other Twitter posts, people are saying that those 2 poles, essentially one is Vegeto's sort of spirit sword and the other is Zamasu's. The colors match up, the length of them match up. So that's definitely what it seems like those 2 sort of like hints are like hinting at. And they are really good, I think anyways, about a lot of the legends, and their social media are really good about the sort of like hints that they give on their posts. I like them a lot. I do think sometimes people go way too deep, like which I'm not sure if Goresh was doing it as a meme that one time. I think he's done it as a meme a couple times now, but there were so many things that pointed to like a Garlic Jr., the way everything added up with the numbers, Mason, the numbers. But like real talk, and like he did make a very compelling argument for the fact that Garlic Jr. was coming, but like I don't think anyone on the Legends dev team, I don't know how many of you guys have been on the corporate side of things, I don't know if anyone is sitting there and putting that much effort and thought process into those hints. Like I don't think there's a lot of these like multi-layer hints within their hints. You know what I mean? Like I think they're not that they're super surface level sometimes. I think for the most part they are pretty surface level hints, and you're not meant to like bust out the Charlie what's his face meme and like go crazy with it. You know what I mean? Trying to connect all the dots as to what everything is. And here we go. The reason I actually dived in, which I cannot hold them anymore, so it's been sent to my gift box because I'm also sitting on another one. But my process in my head right now is if we're getting 2 Legends limited characters, if we're getting 2 of them, then right now I'm essentially getting a free copy of presumably LF Merge Zamasu and a free copy of presumably LF SSJ4 Gogeta by having 2 of these right now, which is going to save me from going super in and deep on that banner, which realistically speaking, I am personally only going to go until they're 6 stars anyway and then get out. But what I want to ask right now as we're wrapping up this video, if you guys have any final suggestions before we have the official reveal and we know and we can't like talk about theories or anything like that very soon, let me know down below. Who do you think it's going to be? I know a lot of people are still thinking it's going to be UI, but I promise you, from a business perspective, it makes 0 sense to drop something as hype as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because I'm sure they're going to kill it. Legends kills these units with UI at the same time. Like those are 2 massive event style units that you do not drop at the same time, period. At least not their first iterations. So like I think there is literally 0 chance that you see a UI Goku reveal tomorrow. And the people that still think that, it makes no sense for business, man. It makes no sense for business. None at all. I think that they will absolutely kill it with an LF Merge Zamasu as well. But I think the real draw in here is obviously Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for most people. So anyways, y'all, that is the video. If you enjoyed it, you don't have to do hit that like button. Consider subscribing, being here for the reaction to the reveal, as well as the summons, the gameplay, all of that. I'm sure you guys are going to get sick of seeing Legends on the channel over the next couple of weeks, but it's the anniversary, and that's what we're here for. And you know what it is. We've been covering this game for over 3 years now, so it is what it is. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Keep on Nanogenix and off. And if for some reason I don't see you before you dive in on the banners, best of luck on your summons. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.